We're still seeing it in rights that are unfair. We're still seeing it in so many ways. We're still seeing this. And so I want to acknowledge the fact that those feelings of like unworthiness, if you've had them, the feelings of not good enough, if you've had them, the feelings of negativity against your body, the feelings of judgment against yourselves, the feeling of separation from your sisters. It's not just you. It's come from somewhere. It's not your fault. It's probably come from your ancestors and generations before you as well, from past lives, from this ingrained in the feminine that has been going on for so long. So let's just acknowledge that. Let's just acknowledge that. And know that there is no place for that anymore in the work that we're doing and how we're moving forward. And that you are perfect and whole and wonderful as you are. And that the lies that you have been fed are not what are going to carry on as we move forward in this journey. Okay? So what I would love is for you just to recognize when those thoughts are coming up. You know, whether it is you're on social media, you're comparing yourself to other women, whether you are feeling like you can't have a voice, whether you are seeing things that are telling you you need to look a certain way or do a certain thing or speak a certain way. Just witness it, okay? I'd like for you to do that. I'd like for you to just become more aware. That's the first thing to do. And be really compassionate towards yourself when you're recognizing those things. And know that that's all been intentional and that it's not your fault. And that we're going to work at releasing that and letting that go. Because we're all in this together. We're all women in this together, okay? And if we can just work at creating these villages and these communities, we can sit down in our vulnerability and we can say, me too. You know, that's part of why I'm sharing bits of my story with you. There's no ego attached to it. There's no feeling sorry for myself. There's no needing validation for anything. It's because I want to be real. I want to crack myself open and let you see my heart and come to you with like part of my heart and say, here's a safe space for you to also have some of your heart, a little bit, a lot, whatever feels good for you, but that we might be different, but we're still the same. And there's something incredibly, phenomenally powerful about women coming together in circle and being able to say, me too. It's not exactly the same, but it is. The themes are the same, the feelings are the same, okay? And this is why we do this. This is why we're here in this. Beautiful, okay? Learning. There are a couple of other things I want to share with you guys that have been really crucial in terms of my own journey. And I feel like they're going to reach the people that they're supposed to reach. So I want to talk about release as well. So as you are moving through, if things are coming up for you during this, I really would suggest for you to, and this is a really amazing thing to be conscious of and practice. I was at a retreat yesterday, and this is like this big message came through around this, is to feel into your body. Feel into your body that is always trying to communicate with you. Whether it is about So with release, it's good ways to release things. Like for me, some things I release through movement, some through breathing, some through being alone, some through being with other people, some through journaling. It's just that listening to yourself around release and that connection to body. I also would love to just raise this point around what feels good for you in terms of your own body and your own needs. So with food, exercise, all those kinds of things, I could sit here and be like, you should like eat this every day and you should do this every day and you should, I feel like it's more about listening to your body. I eat a vegan gluten-free diet because that's what my body wants. That's what feels good. And I've listened to that, and it doesn't feel good if I do anything other than that. Listen to your body. I would just encourage you to be intentional and intuitive around everything that you're absorbing, like food and liquids and people and TV and social media, all those things. Just be really conscious about how you're responding to people, to things that are happening in your life. Just listen to your body. Your body is always trying to communicate with you. It is always trying to communicate with you. It's just whether you listen or not, okay? Going to talk about breathwork zone. Meditation, I'd like to just have like a point on that, is that meditation for me has looked different as my journey has transformed and evolved. I went through stages of meditating every single day. I went through stages of not. Now I find moments of meditation in my day where I'll tune into myself, my breathing, and I'll kind of go into that place. I can shift more easily in and out of it now. Do what feels good. I don't want to be like sitting here saying, you should do 10 minutes of meditation every day, and then if you don't do that, then you beat yourself up and then you don't do any, and there's a cycle that happens. I would suggest to you, out of everything you're hearing from like everyone and me, do what feels good to you. Meditation has been amazing for me in terms of just that connection and that slowing down and feeling safe with the higher purpose and with Divine Mother and everything like that. You can get guided meditation if you find it hard to meditate as well. So heaps of stuff on Spotify and YouTube, everything like that, like hypnosis tracks. There are lots of ways that you can bring any of that in. Cacao has been incredible for me over the last couple of months. Being in places where I've had ceremonies facilitated by friends and by other people. If you don't know much about cacao, I would suggest you go and have a look at it. I don't know where if you live somewhere where people are facilitating, it is amazing. It is a plant medicine. So many incredible health properties to it. It is amazing. It is from the earth. It's literally a gift from Mother Earth. So that's been incredible for me. Look into that if you like to. Finding safe spaces to release. Crucial. Whether it is with partner, friends, family. I want all of you to have that. I was actually speaking with my mentee this evening, totally off topic right now. We were talking, so she's 12. She said, one thing that she'd love, if she could have anything, if she could wish anything, was for everyone to have like superpowers. Right? She wants to be really stretchy. And we were talking about that, and I said, my wish would be for everyone to know that they are whole and fully loved, completely, 100%. That they are everything that they need, and that they don't need anything from outside of themselves. And imagine a world where we all felt that love, right? Unconditional love for ourselves. That's what I want for you. I want that for you, and I truly believe it is within your grasp. And I feel like the more that we can come together in these places and find safe spaces to be able to be ourselves and be vulnerable and all of that, the more that we can connect and raise the vibration together. I personally have been given, it's really funny because I didn't choose this at all, past life experiences. I didn't actually know what was happening at first. I was having these memories that weren't memories, but they also weren't dreams or visualizations. And then a friend said to me, you should read these books by Dr. Brian Weiss, who is a phenomenal, originally from a clinical psychology background, who again fell into his lap. He had these patients that were going into hypnosis and then were recalling other lives, and he really documented it fantastically. If you'd like to know more, I really fully suggest looking at Dr. Brian Weiss's books. So for me, I didn't choose that, but that's been really incredible. And there are a lot of people that now do regressions during my Reiki sessions that I have with clients. Sometimes they come up, sometimes they don't. I don't choose it, but if it's something you're interested in, just chucking it out there. Those books are fantastic. There are people around New Zealand that do regressions as well. There is someone in Tauranga, if you are living up here. I have done childhood hypnosis, regression, hypnotherapy session. It was really horrible and amazing. I cried for like 3 days and like rocked in like fetal position. It was really horrible, but great, like really, really, really great for me. It was so intense. But that is another road you can go down in terms of your own growth as well. So we're going to finish off with 2 things. I feel like I've chucked just heaps of stuff, and whatever is going to sit, it's going to sit. So I would like to take you through a small guided breathwork session. And then I'd also like to finish off singing a mantra song with you guys. So if you don't know anything about breathwork, it's a really amazing, there's a lot of research going into it right now, really amazing way for us to connect in to our bodies. Remember, we've had all this time of the separation between our bodies and ourselves. So to really drop into the body, I've been practicing breath work for this year, all of this year, every day. I've missed probably 5 days since the beginning of the year. I have found the biggest benefits to it have been my ability to witness more events, emotions that are happening in my life, and have the ability to sit on the other side and have a bit of space instead of just going into reactive, being able to have that space to witness, process the emotions consciously, as opposed to just living out through the old belief systems and stuff like that we were talking about earlier. That space, that's what I feel like it's offered me massively. So there's lots of research now that goes into like chemicals that are being released during breath work. So it's really intentional breathing, pretty much, because none of us are really breathing properly. We're not breathing in properly, we're not breathing out properly. And being able to go into the practice of slowing it down and then using these holds is really powerful. It actually, now they're showing that we're able to use breath work to switch in between our nervous system. So what I was talking about before is essentially to hinder going straight into that fight, flight, freeze, and being able to just sit there instead of going into into all the old stuff that's playing out. Beautiful. So we're going to breathe together, guys. And then after that, I like to finish off with a mantra. I would love to say as well, I would have adored being on here live with you guys. However, I'm with my children right now as we speak, and it wouldn't have been quite as easy while they were here. So I feel like I am energetically and intentionally giving my love to you through this. And I'm so grateful to have been able to be on this journey with you. So we're gonna breathe together. When I do my breath work, usually I do it lying down actually, but I choose to put one hand on heart and one hand on womb. That's what feels good to me. You do what feels good to you. That would be my suggestion. So I'm just going to take us through this. What I would like you to envision is breathing in love and light and goodness. And when you exhale, release everything you don't need. Really intentional deep breathing in and out. We're going to do a round of 10 breaths. Hold as we inhale. The last one, I'm going to guide you through it. Hold for as long as feels comfortable, and then hold for a little bit longer. And then we're going to breathe out, and we'll just hold at the bottom for a little bit. It's going to be really mild, this. Okay, it's going to be just a little bit of an intro for anyone that hasn't done breath work before, or you might already love it and be really into it. But just a beautiful little. So we'll do a round of 10, and then do another round of 10. So wherever you feel comfortable, I do kind of suggest putting one hand on belly just so you can feel the in and out. Alrighty, here we go. Breathe in, out. 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 Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. This time we're going to breathe in, biggest breathe in and hold at the top. Breathe in, hold, breathe out whenever you feel comfortable. We're going to hold at the bottom. Okay, we're going to do all that again, folks. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, breathe 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 out. Big deep breathe in, hold, and release when you feel comfortable. Oh, that was perfect timing. Oh. So, I'm just going to take a moment. Your breath is always available to you. It's always available to you. I use a guided breathwork track that's 10 minutes long that I can give you guys the link for as well. If it is something you're interested in, I would suggest taking a look to see if there are any guided breathwork ceremonies around where you live. If you're in the Bay of Plenty, there are some amazing ones facilitated by really incredible people. So that can be extended to like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. I have found a really beautiful connection to higher self, to divine feminine energy, to goddess energy, to really potent, really amazing stuff during breathwork sessions that I've done. And I've also found a deeper connection to my body. I spent a lot of years disassociating with my body, and I found breathwork has really, really helped with that. So we're almost at the end of our journey. I have a beautiful song that's a mantra that just goes over and over again. You might already know it. We used it. I've used it a lot before. We use it at my retreat yesterday that I went along to, facilitated by two beautiful friends of mine, and I feel like I would love for us to do this together. If you would like to join me and sing along, you are more than welcome. If you just want to sing in your head, that's cool too. If you're feeling uncomfortable or there's some kind of discomfort or resistance coming up with like singing this out loud with me, just listen into that. Don't know what that's about. It's one line repeated over and over again. I am perfect as I am. You are perfect as you are. And I feel like this is a beautiful way for us to finish our time together. So I do this with my under 5-year-olds. You can tickle your voice boxes so they wake up. Here we go. I am perfect as I am. Ooh, I am perfect as I am. Ooh, I am perfect as I am. Ooh, you are perfect as you are. Ooh, I am perfect as I am. 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 Ooh.
Do you sometimes find the fear of what could happen?
Oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. From my heart to your heart, from my soul to your soul. Woman to woman, thank you for your time, and thank you for your energy and for being in this space. I send you unconditional, no conditions. I send you unconditional love and blessings on your journey. Reach out if you do need anything else. If there's anything you'd like to know more about, whatever, really. Sending you guys love. Mwah, mwah, mwah.